Hello everybody, welcome back once again. It's the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show, episode 29. I don't even know if I want to call you a special guest anymore because you're on here so damn much. We got Cdub from Chronochord Media. I don't know, what do you want to call yourself?
I would say by now I am a regular participant here on the Brawl for All
Which
Wrestling
is
Show.
you're kind of coming in at a good time because actually some news. Stephen Lane got himself a new job and he works really late, so he's not able to ever get on unless he has a day off or something. But when he does, he's going to try to get on. But for right now, it's looking like it's going to be really hard for him to get off. He don't get off till about 11 or midnight, so.
Swig a beer for the working man.
So cheers to Steven for getting on here, and all you Steven fans out there. We'll try to get him on here when we can, but you know what I mean? He's got to do what he's got to do. Jeff Crow on here with us as always. What's up, man?
Not much. Here.
All right, man. You ready to get on with, we're going to actually go through Elimination Chamber from this Sunday, which, in my opinion, it's got to be the best pay-per-view of the year. And I got to give a shout-out to Steven, who said it was a hell of a pay-per-view and probably the best of the year, too. And, you know, he's not really digging it right now, so that's pretty good coming from him. So what's your guys' opinion on the Chamber overall?
Jeff, I'll go ahead and defer to you first, buddy.
I thought it was actually, like Steven said, probably one of the best pay-per-views so far of the year.
Had to be.
Yeah, it was a lot of good wrestling, good matches. A lot better than that. It wasn't a glorified Raw.
No, it wasn't. For the first time ever, it wasn't a glorified Raw.
Yeah, I'd have to agree 100% with that, guys. It was, although there was a short build-up, the quick 2-week turnaround that they did a great job of all these matches just being from start to finish. I mean, well, maybe aside from the Divas match, that wasn't all that great.
That's kind of funny that you said that, though, because I got a note that I might as well just announce right now. Did you know that the WWE creative is really, really liking the 2-week pay-per-view break because they can set up angles, write go-home shows, and move on without having to come up with 4 weeks of TV to push the same matches. So that's why they're doing this now. You got Money in the Bank in 2 weeks. I think they're going to start doing a pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
I think logically it makes sense.
It's been better TV on Raw, too.
It has.
Because
but then again, if you have every 2 weeks you have a show, if they're not careful, they're going to hotshot themselves and run the well dry, and then we're going to start getting crappy creative again. So this is going to be something to kind of keep an eye on as wrestling fans
here's
to
the
see
thing,
how this
though,
balance goes.
But I think it's been more entertaining because they have a meaning to each show now. Every show they have to get a point across, where you had those shows before where, they talked for 2 hours, it seemed like. I don't know. Yep. Just you could tell they were just forcing themselves to move angles along. I can just remember us saying that was just to move the angle along.
Yep. I mean, it's all going to come down to how many filler segments there are.
It cuts out a lot more of the pointless segments like we talked about.
Exactly.
Makes it more special. I don't know why. They didn't need it in the Attitude Era. I don't know why they need it every 2 weeks now.
Right.
It kind of baffles me a little bit, but I guess creative's wanting to keep it that way.
And I think it's also better for the talent because they're all getting their time on there and getting to show what they can do.
Yeah, they're definitely getting more TV time.
And the talent's getting better.
You got that right. So anything else on that, Cdub, before we move on here to the actual results themselves?
It's going to be, like I said, going to be something to keep an eye on, and hopefully the quality will continue to improve all around for WWE. It's been great recently.
Yeah.
But right now we're in that big summertime stretch between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. That usually equates to some boring stuff, but here lately it's been great.
Also, go ahead, Jeff.
I just said I agree.
Okay. Well, I just think that they're moving things along. Like the last couple weeks of Raw have been the best they've been all year.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see the rate. I didn't really see the ratings, but I'm wondering what ratings are at right now.
I didn't read it, but I did see that it did go up. So I'm not sure how.
That's a good sign because I think last week they went up too. So.
Right on.
That's definitely a good sign. Well, they don't have nothing to compete against right now on Mondays, so that's good. This is the time when they need their highest ratings because, they don't have football or anything going on right now.
Definitely.
So you would think that the playoffs are going to be coming on tomorrow, so I don't know. They might end up having a Monday against the playoffs. I don't know.
Could be.
But we'll see. You guys ready to move on with the main card and see what's going on? Or not the main card, but we're going to start off with the kickoff show. Actually, Kane announced that the New Day would have all 3 members in the pod on the kickoff show, which I thought was interesting.
Yes, and we also found out that apparently Xavier Woods is claustrophobic.
Oh, yes, he is a claustrophobic, which many people are. I don't know, I heard about Dolph Ziggler told Jericho that he actually had a panic attack in the chamber from being claustrophobic one year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go back and listen to his interview with Jericho. He talks about it in one of them on Talk with Jericho. It was pretty interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Second of all, we have Miz TV with Daniel Bryan. What'd you guys think of that? Pretty much to hype him up, keep him on TV fresh, I guess. And he acts like he's coming back, so...
I mean, I think it's encouraging to hear the positivity out of Daniel Bryan. The question is going to be, how is his quality, how is his health once he does get back, if he does get back?
Right.
I mean, how much longer can he go, and what else does he have to achieve? I feel like if he comes back and this, he's not back to form as one of the most popular guys in the company, then why is he coming back? Why not call it a career? It's been great. So kudos to Daniel Bryan for staying positive and working hard, but it remains to be seen if we're actually going to see him.
Right, I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, I just don't want to see him risk his health to come back, and it seems like every time he comes back, he doesn't look good, so...
Yeah.
I think that if it's time to hang it up, it's time to hang it up and move on, and he could still be a great commentator or whatever he wants to do.
Absolutely.
Speaking of commentating, I saw that, is it Jimmy that's still uninjured?
Yeah.
They used him on commentary for main event or something like that I've seen. I don't know.
Interesting.
So I guess he's back in the fold. They don't know if they're going to keep him there or not or what's going on, but I guess he did do some commentating.
I thought for sure by now we would have seen him...
I'm not actually 100%, but I'm pretty sure I saw that. I don't know if you guys seen the same thing that I did. But...
I didn't know, but, I mean, they're going to have to do something with him.
He either was a guest commentator or he commentated the whole show. I'm not sure. But you have to look into it now and update that video.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we need an update. All right, anyway. Also, we had, for the first match of the night, the kickoff show, Zack Ryder and Stardust. Was this even announced or just a...
I didn't hear anything about it prior to the kickoff show. I think it was a surprise little bonus match.
Yeah,
as far as match itself, it was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled to see Ryder and Stardust. I mean, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, it was something. It was wrestling.
Stardust won with not the Crossroads, but the Queen's Crossbow. That's what JBL kept referring to it as. So I guess
I believe he called it a secret move.
The Queen's Crossbow, but they argued about it being the Crossroads. So that was the only note I wanted to note on that. And I just think Stardust has to go still. I mean, bottom line.
Yeah, it looks like they're possibly playing up a future confrontation with him and the guy from Arrow. They plugged that a lot on the pay-per-view as well as in recent weeks. And I believe he is the guy, Stephen Amell, I think is his name, from Arrow.
Yeah, that's one of my notes, too, that might as well get that over with.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see him and Stardust have some kind of superhero face-off.
Yeah, they're claiming that this Stephen Amell, he's the Green Arrow on TV. They're claiming reportedly that he's going to wrestle Stardust at SummerSlam. Now, Amel came on Twitter denying the reports, but I'm pretty sure that he's trying to cover up for whatever was out of the bag. Any more notes on Stardust and Stephen Amell and the Green Arrow?
I got nothing. Hopefully for WWE, if they do that little crossover there, it will be beneficial both for them for business and hopefully for Cody Rhodes.
I could see
it kind of stagnant.
Yeah, I could see it being it's an interesting idea.
For
but
sure.
Yeah, Cody definitely needs something like that. In my opinion, he's just stuck in neutral right now. Just coasting along.
Yep.
All right. On from that, we had the interesting little interview with Lana, who confirmed that, Rusev is out of action with an injury. We reported that last week that he had that lower leg injury during SmackDown. We didn't know if it was a shoot or a actual injury or a storyline injury or something. But, yeah, it seems that he has hurt his leg.
Yeah, it was actually a fracture in his foot, in his right foot.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking for. I think they had it wrote down. But, yeah, he's out with a fractured ankle. So, lower leg break. It was kind of interesting to hear her they kind of gave her a little spotlight with that interview.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that it kind of threw them off their game as far as what they're going to do with Rusev and Ziggler. But
really had her face it up, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think we're going to see that transition happen more. And if there was any chance of the Lana and Ziggler alliance being espionage on the part of Rusev and Lana, I think they're going to have to make a sharp turn away from that and actually put Lana with Ziggler.
Oh, I think Lana and Ziggler need to go together for sure.
Yeah.
I think they got good chemistry, it seems like.
Yeah.
Far they do.
Okay, on from that, we saw... What was the deal with... Oh, yeah, we didn't even mention that Mandow and Axel came out there and attacked The Miz, so we got to see the big old leg drop.
Yes, that was always nice to see The Miz get a little slice of whoop ass.
And actually, the Miz TV segment was the last segment. I had that all mixed up, but I think everybody's gonna get, it was all on the kickoff show. So what order it was, who cares? But yeah, that we did get a Mega Powers appearance. So awesome. Macho Mandow.
Yeah, brother.
So going on from the kickoff show, we had the main show, which was kick ass in my opinion. How I'd rate it. Oh yeah, we found out that Reigns was going to be in the corner of Ambrose at the beginning of the show backstage.
Yes.
Or so we thought. Tag chamber match. New Day ended up defeating the Primetime Players to retain the tag team titles. They defeated them last. It was the Ascension, the Primetime Players, the New Day, Lucha Dragons, Los Matadores, and Kid and Cesaro. And I'm going to tell you what, they pulled off a hell of a tag chamber, and that's going to be one to top right there.
I agree, man. That was a fantastic match. There was a lot of great spots in there. I was pleasantly surprised by seeing the Primetime Players make it as far as they did. I thought for sure that they would use this opportunity to bring one of the NXT call-ups, like the Lucha Dragons or the Ascension, and give them the straps. But hey, New Day retains. Definitely a memorable match and a great opener for the main card.
The Ascension, they definitely didn't win.
No.
I did call that one, by the way.
I thought the Lucha Dragons were going to win.
I had the New Day, so retaining. But they did get to use 3 members in the thing, but that was one hell of a match. Anything to say on that, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, it was great. Like I said, I really thought the Lucha Dragons were going to pull it off, but
what's funny is we were like talking, core, like who's gonna top this,
Yeah.
And you know what? It ended up getting topped, in my opinion.
I believe so, yeah.
I mean, I would call this the second best match of the night.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah, it was a hell of a match. Big shout out to El Torito for coming off the top of the pod there.
There was a lot of... that's match of the week right there. If you haven't seen the tag chamber, go back on the network and check out the tag team chamber match, because it's too good to not see.
I really don't know if El Torito is human.
Yeah.
If El Torito what?
Is human.
Never know.
Oh, it's some little cryptic creature under there.
It's probably El Chupacabra.
It is.
Okay, so what do you guys think about anything else on the chamber match before we move on?
Man, I'm loving the tag team division right now.
Me too. Me too. Like we said, it's almost a resurgence of the tag team division.
It is, definitely. I think they need to continue to build these teams up as every single one of them being threats to the title, and even Los Matadores. And I think they did that with the Primetime Players in this match.
And we've got some tag teams down in NXT that they could bring up too.
Plus Harper and Rowan, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with them guys? I haven't seen them now that you've mentioned that. Wow. They must be repackaging them guys or something.
Something.
But I thought they were a team now. I did report last week they were on the house shows doing the 3D, remember? So
right.
I don't know what's going to go on with the old backwoods boys. Anyway, Nikki defeated Paige and Naomi to retain the Divas title. That bad Hurricane Rana bump by Paige.
Oh man, I thought for sure that she was hurt on that.
Yeah, because I was kind of not paying attention on that match, and you told me, did you see that bump? And I went back and was like, ooh, yeah. Did you see it, Jeff?
Yeah.
She was pretty much shook up on that, but she was back on Raw the next night good, so. She didn't wrestle, though, did she? Yeah, did she wrestle? Yeah, she wrestled the next night, so she was fine. It was kind of scary-looking bump, though.
Oh, yeah.
I chose her to win the title, too, and I think that they did what what you said, Cdub, is they had Nikki win it to be the longest reigning Divas champ.
Yep, I believe they're going to have to do that now. They want to erase AJ Lee from history completely and do anything to spite her that they can.
So she's the current longest reigning, like, what did they say she was?
Let's see. AJ is the current longest reigning Divas champion in history. So I think Nikki has I'm not sure how much longer she has, but she's the
coming up on.
Yeah, she's going to be coming up on it pretty soon.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see if they do try to wipe AJ's record off the books.
I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that they will.
I'm sure they're upset about that.
Petty.
I'm sure they're upset about her just quitting like that.
Yep.
Although, I mean, I don't know what kind of terms they left on, but I'm sure they're upset anyway.
And I would not be surprised to see CM Punk's title record broken eventually either.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it either. Who could they do it with? I don't know.
Not sure.
You people.
Next we have the best match of the night, in my opinion. Maybe a candidate for at least WWE match of the year. Owens versus Cena. Wow, what a match, man. Owens did everything that he had to do that we were talking about. He had to bring it. He had to have a good match. And I'm going to tell you what, he made himself on this match. He wins via pop-up powerbomb. And I'm going to tell you what, I went back and watched this match twice. So
yeah, man, I've been putting it off, but I only watched the match live, and I'm looking forward to going back and watching it again on the network.
I tell you
what. And I'm also looking forward to the rematch.
I tell you what, that was one hell of a match.
I actually watched it 3 times.
I mean, everything they did was just perfect in that match. Not a botch or a mess-up, in my opinion. A flawless 5-star match. Cena, man, you can't diss this guy. He has awesome matches, man.
He does. My one and only criticism of this match, and this may be more toward the audio team at WWE than John Cena, but I heard a lot of spots being called in the ring on this pay-per-view in general.
Oh, I didn't notice. I wasn't.
Man, I heard a ton on John Cena, Kevin Owens. Cena was definitely leading the match, which was good.
Cena loves to call out his spots.
Oh yeah, most definitely, and he did a fantastic job. I'm just hoping that the audio team at WWE will kind of tone it down a little bit, because it really does mess with the believability of the match for me to hear that.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely going to be the match of the year.
Right.
They definitely don't need to be calling out spots like that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, John.
Or, I mean, if they are, all they have to do is lower
You can
the
always
audio
cover your mouth or whatever to call the spot. I mean, it's just like doing it so blatantly obvious like that.
They need to get a more thorough audio engineer back there to lower the ring mic whenever they need to.
But definitely the best WWE match of the year.
I would have to say, if it's not the best match, it's up there. The only thing that would keep it from being one of the best matches worldwide, in my opinion, was Wrestle Kingdom earlier this year. That was just a knockout card from top to bottom.
Right.
But I mean, as far as WWE goes, man, it doesn't get much better than this.
No, that was hardcore, straight up wrestling match.
Kevin Owens is a made man, and I'm hoping that this feud with John Cena makes his transition onto the main roster one that is completely unprecedented as far as his accomplishments and achievements.
And by the way, you know he has been signed a main roster deal.
That's right. He has been locked up. It's no longer just a developmental NXT deal. He is now on the main roster, and he's a part of WWE full-time.
Yeah, in the next couple months, they're going to be phasing him out of NXT.
That's right. I'm wondering who is going to take the title.
I would say it's going to be Balor. Anyway, though, he is advertised for every Raw from here on out through SummerSlam, so...
Go.
Even with the title, he's going to be on Raw every week.
Yeah, Joe's there now, so...
Yeah, it looks like, speaking of Joe, he worked a dark match before Raw.
That's right.
I don't know if they plan on bringing him onto TV soon, too, but it appears that he's going to end up he might end up taking the title from Kevin Owens, too.
That could be.
But Balor does have that #1 contender match, because on NXT, Owens was stopped by Samoa Joe, when he was assaulting Solomon Crow, if you watched last week. So it looks like they're setting up a match with them, too, and he's looked like he's unstoppable, Samoa Joe, but they need to have him get some action going on TV.
Definitely. They got to establish him as the threat that he is.
I haven't watched NXT tonight, but I'm thinking maybe a match out of him.
Yeah, and I read it was just posted not long ago that he's going to stay down in NXT just for a little while and do some tapings down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets moved up, so you never know. He may get that belt, but I think he'll still give it to Balor.
I'm thinking so too, but yeah, he did sign the main roster deal though, Kevin Owens. So, anything else on the Owens Cena match, guys?
Looking forward to Owens Cena 2.
Yep, definitely.
And that will be at Money in the Bank.
That's right.
Okay, up next we had Bo Dallas versus Neville. Neville won via the Red Arrow. The only thing I could say on this match is that I like Bo's mean streak. He really needed that, and he's doing a good job. I like it better, than being the grinning heel, the shit eating heel. I don't like that. I like this mean streak heel better.
Yeah, it's to me that cowardly chicken shit villain.
That's
type
what I was
role.
looking for, chicken shit.
To me, that only works if you're a guy like a Kurt Angle, where he was such a doofus, but whenever he got in the ring, he backed it up. And I think that's what we saw finally out of Bo Dallas with his mean streak. He's finally, whatever it is, has finally clicked, and he's really showing up in the matches out there.
And he wrestled more than 2 minutes.
He did, but you could definitely see that he was pretty blown up by the end of it. He was completely winded.
He looks like he's gained a little midsection weight there, too. It'd be nice to see him, tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'd hate to see him, go the way of Bray.
But I'm glad they done the mean streak, because if not, I was hoping they'd put him with Bray, but now I think it's working.
I think Bo's working now, man. He just needs to keep morphing that gimmick away from that,
right.
The Bo
motivational speaker.
Yeah, he needs to get out of that motivational speaker type gimmick with the Bo leave and everything. I don't like it. It's almost like he's making fun of it now anyway.
Right.
So that's it. But Neville, one hell of a competitor, wins Red Arrow. I see him possibly being like an IC champion down the road here, so
agreed.
That's enough on him. Triple H talked to Ambrose and Reigns backstage and said if Reigns got involved, then Dean was DQ'd. So there you go on that. So we did not see Reigns in the corner. IC title chamber match. Henry, Truth, Ryback, Sheamus, Barrett, Ziggs. Ryback ended up winning after he pinned Sheamus last for the IC title, his first ever. Actually, I was shocked to see Ryback got the title and actually made it better than what I thought, because I was for sure Sheamus had that.
Yeah, likewise. I was too. It was good to see Mark Henry come back.
Yeah, Mark Henry on the return, and we had 3 returns in 2 nights. So
yeah, that was pretty exciting. But the main thing to me is finally seeing him pull the trigger on Ryback, giving him a big title, and now here he is, right up there with John Cena as one of the top guys in the company. And they're gonna have to follow through with Ryback this time. I mean, he's gonna have to do something beyond the feed me more. As over as the chant is, he's gonna have to get into some kind of feud here where he has some fantastic matches.
I think this is like his do or die moment, because if you don't get over now, I don't see him ever trying to repackage him for anything.
No, I don't think they're going to turn him into Skip Sheffield.
He was already getting. I thought he was getting close to getting let go, but now he's back up there. So it's nice to see him turn it around like that. But because he got dealt a bad hand when they just forced him to go heel that time, because he was so over.
Yep.
Him and Goldberg would have been great. Now they ruined it. But anyway, Jeff, what do you got to say?
I thought I wasn't real surprised that he won, because I could see the push coming. So I'm just hoping.
I wasn't surprised, but I did think Sheamus was coming out with that belt.
Yeah.
So when he won, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know.
It was a hell of a match, too. I mean,
yeah, it didn't have anything on the tag chamber match, but it was a good, hard-hitting match.
Ryback took some bumps on the outside there, too.
They were taking some nice bumps.
But, yeah.
I got to applaud everybody on this show, worked damn hard, so.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
I'd say Bo Dallas Neville was the weakest match, and they had a hard-hitting good match. Because I loved that spot where Neville sent Bo into the turnbuckle, and he hit head first and rolled out. That was a good spot. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I think so, yeah.
It was a good spot. Anyway, I liked they had some hard-hitting spots in that match, so you couldn't say it was a dud. But definitely the weakest match of the card, but this IC title chamber was weaker than the tag, but it was still a good match. I just think 2 chamber matches kind of waters it down. They only need 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to see it, but I think only seeing 1 of any type of match on a card gives it more
Yeah, it'd be like seeing 2 War Games matches in one night. Like, they never would do that.
Yeah, and I mean, to kind of touch back on the Money in the Bank, I mean, they did that with the 2 briefcases for a while, and I thought it kind of watered it down as well.
Yeah, it did. And we're going to see coming up here, they only have 1 briefcase on the line, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, that's going to be a good pay-per-view, the Money in the Bank coming up.
For sure.
Okay, guys, well, the last match was Ambrose Rollins, and I think everybody knows what happens. We thought that Ambrose won via Dirty Deeds, but then they turned it around, and I actually marked out and thought that Ambrose won the title.
Oh, man.
They actually kind of fooled me, but then they announced a DQ win and awarded Rollins back the belt. So J&J and Rollins surrounded the ring on Ambrose, and then here comes Reigns, and he fought him off, and Ambrose claims he won the match, and he's taking the belt with him. So he ended up taking the belt out with him anyway, but did not get the official title win. So I mean, the crowd just blew up when he won.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They tested the waters there to see what would happen, I'm pretty sure.
That's exactly what that was. That was the Chris Jericho versus Triple H moment there where they almost pulled the trigger on giving Jericho the title, but nope, dusty finish.
And Cdub, I know you ain't watched Raw, but wait till the next night when he comes out and listen to the pop he gets.
Oh, man. I think that's the whole point, man.
It was incredible. I have not seen a pop like this for a long time. I don't know, Jeff, did you notice that?
Yeah.
The pop he had was like, wow, it was like deafening.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull the trigger on him pretty soon.
Yeah,
He's definitely next in line, in my opinion. He proved me wrong, because I thought he was really, not there yet, but man, I think he's there. I think he's finally found his niche, but that horrible Raw they had him on, though, where they had him getting arrested last week didn't help, but
this definitely went over real good.
Yeah, it did, and this whole storyline's getting over really good now.
Yeah.
I just think it was weak to pull a Stone Cold angle with him, but maybe they learned their lesson.
Yeah, they probably got
They couldn't have said that was a good show.
They probably got some criticism for that.
Yeah, what do you think, C-Dub?
I think going back and rehashing the old Stone Cold thing, I think it's okay as long as it's somebody that's getting really good reactions, but
they need to do it, but not so obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious to people like us who have watched for many, many years. I mean, nothing is
Wrestling's
new.
always done that, though.
Absolutely, but they need to add something else that makes it their own rather than just the old.
Because Austin's so epic in the WWE universe, it's hard for people not to realize what you're doing. Like, if you had a guy out there copying Hogan, I mean, you're gonna know it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just the bottom line.
As a matter of fact, we do have a guy
nobody forgets Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, you could try another Duke the Dumpster Droese, and probably people wouldn't remember him, but you couldn't do a Stone Cold.
It'd be like Reigns being Rock.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't do that.
Nope.
But you know what? It's almost funny that they have another Stone Cold and Rock wannabe. Like
yeah,
they got their Stone Cold and their Rock that they want to have there. It looks like, I don't know.
If it works out like they want it to, that's hopefully how it's going to be for them. You're going to have a Stone Cold and a Rock, and then a guy like Rollins, maybe
like an Edge type.
More of an Edge, or maybe even a Triple H type.
It's funny they got their Austin and their Rock right now.
There you go. New boom period. It has to happen soon enough, guys.
And Kevin Owens doing a hell of a job on the stick.
Absolutely. He's cutting great heel promos, but they make me want to like him. They're perfect tweener promos.
Right. He had a great one on Raw too that you have to check out, man.
For sure.
So overall, I'm giving Extreme Rules man, it's got to be close to about at least a 7 to 10.
You mean Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. What'd I call it?
Extreme Rules.
Okay, that was last time. But I'm giving Elimination Chamber at least 7 out of 10, man.
Yeah. For sure. I would have to say, if I got to go on the old Dave Meltzer star rating system, I would say that was a solid 4-star card. I felt like it lacked a little bit of star power and was kind of short on the matches. But with, the big Elimination Chamber matches like that was kind of necessary. That's pretty good as far as WWE gets. I hope that this is an indication of SummerSlam this year being a huge card and really finally living up to being the number 2 right next to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think it helped build a lot of these guys up, too. It helped a lot of them, as far as, like the Attitude roster, like everybody on the roster
is doing something. Yeah, they really did up a lot of guys in this.
Maybe they got a pep talk before from Trips or Vince.
I don't know. Everybody worked their ass off in it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You're never going to see another Attitude Era, but as far as the roster, it's going to be rivaling it here if they keep it up.
Yeah.
As far as just a ton of good workers on the roster.
Yeah.
That's why it's sad to see, like, Zayn and Itami go down because, man.
Yeah, that's rough. Those guys, especially Zayn, man, he was about to get the push up to the main roster.
I think Owens kind of took Zayn's place.
I think so, man.
Well, Cdub, that's it for let me not call it Extreme Rules. It's the Elimination Chamber. We really appreciate you giving your expertise,
Most definitely,
and your opinion on the show as always. And we hope you can get on here after Money in the Bank, probably for the results and possibly even the prediction show. So we always want to get you on here when we can now, man. Especially since Steven isn't on weekly anymore.
Most definitely, man. It's always fun to come on and talk wrestling with you guys.
Right on.
And to all the viewers out there, listeners, make sure to go check out Chronochord over on YouTube.
That's right. You just do your own plugs now, man.
Yeah, there you go. Chronochord.com, ChronoChord.com. And you can find us on Twitter at Chronochord, Facebook, Chronochord, the whole 9 yards, SoundCloud. Hit us up. We'd love to hear a little bit of feedback. We do some wrestling stuff, gaming, and our original instrumental music. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out.
On vice versa, do it on the Brawl for All too. Everything that he just said,
definitely.
I don't have to say it again. But anyway,
Twitter,
you
the
know,
whole 9 yards.
Yeah, give us some support, guys, if you like what you hear. So on top of that, though, before you get out of here, Cdub, what do you think? You ready for Money in the Bank then?
I'm ready, man. I am very, very excited. I'm actually, might as well go ahead and mention it here on the air.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going to be heading down to Tampa, my second hometown, on June 11th for a Florida Wrestling Fan Fest that's going to be raising money for the old Fort Homer Hesterly Armory that's there in Tampa. Of course, the home of Eddie Graham and the great Boris Malenko, Dusty Rhodes. A lot of the best wrestlers from the old territory era passed through there. Going to be a huge benefit there. Tickets are on sale, $60. Anybody who's in South Georgia, the Carolinas, anywhere here in the Southeast, if you can make it, come on down to Tampa, and you can find more ticket info out there. But I'm going to be meeting a lot of great past and present wrestlers, so hopefully I can come back on and tell you a little bit about how that went next time.
Yeah, and maybe you can possibly get some shouts out for the Brawl for All and for Chronochord.
Hope so. I'm definitely going to be giving it a shot.
Well, we appreciate it, man, if you can. Hey, and that's the funny thing. We got the next night, me and Jeff will be going to the WWE live event, Chris Jericho's first appearance in his live event tour that he's going to do.
We're going to have to get some on-the-spot reporting there, guys. You're going to have to file a report here on Brawl for All.
We'll probably try to take the laptop along and do a little live report there.
Awesome.
What do you think, Jeff?
Gonna catch some of them wrestlers somewhere and pull them aside and see if they'll give us a little interview or something, just a few words even.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely take the laptop though and try to do a little show from there.
See
for
what
sure.
we can do.
Yep. So C-Dub, man, I appreciate it, buddy. Until next time, man. Peace out, buddy.
All right, two Jeffs, always a pleasure. I will catch you guys on down the damn road.
Everybody check out Chronochord and support C-Dub and everybody else that's on Chronochord Media. So I'll put their link underneath, and I thank them for calling in, and peace out, C-Dub.
Holla, holla. Peace.
Have a good one.
Okay, Jeff, so like always, we're going to sit here quickly go through Raw because it really wasn't that long this week. So are you ready to do this?
Roll.
All right, so starting off Raw, man, we had the Authority come out and talked about what happened at the Chamber, and Triple H called out Ambrose. Reigns came out after that and claimed that Ambrose wanted a rematch. And then he claimed that Rollins just isn't as good as he thinks, man. He said running with his mom and dad and the smallest security team in history, and he may be the worst champion ever. I cracked up on that, man. I thought Reigns was good on the stick tonight on this Raw.
He done a hell of a job. It was actually pretty comical.
Yeah, I actually laughed pretty good on that one. So Rollins gets mad and says that Ambrose can have his rematch at Money in the Bank, and he said it's going to be a ladder match, and he doesn't need the Authority. He didn't need any of them, especially that 7-foot-tall piece of crap.
I couldn't believe he said that.
Yeah, and then he jumped out of the ring and took off. Triple H talked Reigns up for a little bit after interfering with Stephanie chewing him out. And then he tells him that if he loses the night that he's out of the Money in the Bank match and that he's going to find an opponent right now for him. And it ended up being King Barrett versus Reigns. Reigns won via spear. What do you think of that, man? I mean, they're going right into Money in the Bank from the last pay-per-view. There's really no fallout from Chamber.
No.
The fallout from Chamber is the hype for Money in the Bank.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, it's, like I said, cut down on a lot of the just filler stuff, and they're having to hammer it straight for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and other than King Barrett jobbing out on the spear, I have nothing to say about that, because you know he'd fight 2 more times throughout the night.
Yeah, we knew Barrett would job once again.
Right on. Triple H and Steph congratulated him backstage and said that he's only in if he can defeat Mark Henry next time. So he ended up having to take on Mark Henry here later on. But then we went on to Nikki Bella, speaking with Byron Saxton, claiming that she's the longest reigning current champion, or she's planning on being the longest reigning current champion. Was that right? I don't know.
She's the longest reigning current, the longest reigning current champion at the moment right now.
Okay, because I was because she's not the longest reigning in history, because that's AJ, so they're trying to hype her up as like trying to beat AJ's record.
Right.
Okay, and then Paige came in and said that she wanted her title shot that she never had. She says that she can have her match and have it tonight. Nikki did.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Well, that's a good little backstage segment. It is funny they're playing up, how she's the longest current champion on the roster or whatever.
Around with that.
Yeah. So after that, we had Ryback come out and say he's proud to be the new IC champ. He said that the fans helped him remind him of who he was, and he is the new WWE IC champion. And says when it comes to the competition and challengers, you know what he has to say: feed me more.
Yep. I thought he did a pretty good job too, and it added a lot more credibility to him winning that IC title.
Yeah, it did. It does add a lot more credibility.
I think that helped him. That little rub from Daniel Bryan was good.
Yeah, it was. Then you had Ryback and Miz right after that for the IC title. And actually something happened here. Show came out right in the middle of the match. He ended up knocking Miz right out with a big, knockout punch. And then he told Ryback that if anybody can beat him, it's going to be him. He said he calls himself the big guy, but he has nothing on the Big Show. And he stared him down for a little bit and left. So Ryback started doing the feed me more when he left. So it looks like the feud between Ryback and Big Show. And it is rumored for Money in the Bank that they're going to have an IC title match. So Big Show is back.
Oh, yeah. Steven would be so happy right now.
Yeah, Steven, yes, Big Show is back, buddy.
I thought it's a good opponent for Ryback because, Show has a lot of heat.
Yeah.
So, help Ryback. Plus, I don't know how they're going to use Show now since he's back, but...
I don't know if he's heel or face. I don't know what he is.
They knocked out Miz, so...
Yeah, he knocked out Miz like he's just a tweener or something. I don't know.
But I can see Ryback beating him easily.
I am glad they got him out of the Authority, it looks like.
Yeah, hopefully. He's still getting a "you sold out" chance.
Still not a Big Show fan.
And the fans aren't either, so.
Yeah. So I think it's about time to hang it up for the Big Show, in my opinion. But
yeah.
he can still factor in, though. As we said that, but then we'll look at the match he had with Reigns.
Right, exactly.
So he can still do it. He can still.
Him and Ryback, they have a good match.
I almost forgot about Big Show redeeming himself with me at that match, so I'm not going to give him any crap right now until I see his work.
Yeah, they're good. Matchup wise.
Right.
His style. It's a good for Ryback.
Right. Okay, so after that we had they announced Reigns and Henry match and Paige and Nikki for the Divas title. And then the best spot of the night, I thought, so sit back because I got a little bit to talk about. Owens came out and says he does what he does. He said he would beat Cena, and he did. He said he spoke to his wife and his son, who is a huge Cena fan, and all he could say is, "Dad, is Cena okay?" And he said he gets it, but he understands it's not okay. He says it's blind worship. He said for the past decade, he's been portrayed as a real superhero. While he traveled the world honing his skills, his son was worshiping Cena because Cena was on TV every week, and that was when he became Super Cena. And he said last night he defeated Super Cena. And so the words, hustle, loyalty, and respect, and never give up are being muttered by a shell of a man. And says in 2 weeks he'll show everyone when he beats Cena again at Money in the Bank in their second match. I thought that was a good promo cut by Owens.
Yeah, I've liked all of his promos.
I tried to just hit the bullet points on it. He said more than that. That don't give it justice at all. You have to go back and look at it.
Right, yeah, it's worth watching because, like I said, I like all of his promos.
I did too. I loved him bringing up Super Cena. It seems so realistic.
Yeah, he's actually, I think, talking what he's actually believing and how he feels, somewhat amped up a little bit maybe.
Right. So Cena came out and said that Kevin Owens, and he goes, wow, Kevin Owens is the jackass. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
He told him to act like he's been there before and shut up, and everyone's talking about Owens. He says last night could have been the most unbelievable debut in history. He said he got beat, and he was going to hand over the U.S. title to him before he opened his mouth. He said he doesn't deserve the U.S. or the NXT title. He said he's a good wrestler, but he's not a real man. A real man don't judge. So he says that his son feels the way he does because he believes, and they see him deliver each week, and the catchphrases that he uses define him. He takes nothing away from Owens, but his contributions to WWE every week is obvious, and he's encouraging every person to do the same thing. And talking about that kid with the cancer, was that set up or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was.
I do too. 3 words can affect people's lives, he said, and that is, the champ is here. And he made a whole spiel about it. I don't know. And he said that's what happened to Owens. His defining 3 words are not fight Owens fight, but they are never give up. And he has a message for a man, and he said, well, almost a man. But in 2 weeks, he'll have to explain to people how he got his ass kicked by a real man. I thought the whole thing was good, man, really.
Yeah.
I liked that spot, dude. If they're going to come out and cut a 20-minute promo, make it entertaining, and that was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, Cena always can make it entertaining.
Cena got emotional there, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. He's good most of the time. There's sometimes his promos...
I kind of did.
Too cheesy, but...
It was cheesy with the cancer kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for the kid and everything, but putting it right in the show like that seems set up.
Right.
Like he's going to come out there and point just right there. I didn't see the kid was off camera, kind of.
Yeah, and I don't know how he would know for sure,
Yeah. It was almost like somebody seen him and they just set it up real quick.
Unless he met him before the show, maybe. I don't know.
That's very well possible, but I never really heard anything else. But
yeah.
Other than that, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I loved Owens' part.
Yeah.
Cena's comeback, though, was kind of funny, too, calling him not a real man.
Yeah. It's a good feud between them.
So the match is for nothing, though. It's just a one-on-one.
Yeah.
No titles. I'd like to see him win the U.S. title, but I guess they're never going to put that on the line.
No.
So I'm looking forward to their second one. How can they top that first one?
I see Cena going over, though.
I don't see him topping that first match, though. Could be surprised.
Unless they throw in some kind of stipulation. I don't know if they got time, like no DQ or something.
I don't know. They already got the ladder match with Rollins and Ambrose, and then the Money in the Bank. I don't know how many more stipulation matches you want.
It's like a no DQ, maybe.
Yeah, unless you want to end up making it like Extreme Rules again, where it was too many.
Right.
They don't want to do that.
Hopefully it'll just be a straight-up good wrestling match.
Right, so I'm looking forward to that. Going on from that, though, the New Day came out. Woods said they have champions in San Antonio's presence again. I know you love this, Jeff. He claimed Tim Duncan was old and needed to retire. Straight up. Oh, boy.
He threw the TV out and snatched Xavier up and choked him out.
Okay, I was laughing when they'd said that, man, because I was thinking of you the whole time.
Delivered him to Timmy Duncan.
Yep, Tim's probably pissed. All right. No, I bet he loved it. All right, New Day is hot, he says, and they're on fire. Kofi says that just like they thrived last night, he'll do the same thing in 2 weeks at Money in the Bank. They actually put Kofi in the Money in the Bank match. Biggie says when Kofi wins the Money in the Bank, they all win Money in the Bank. What'd you think of that?
I think the New Day is doing a hell of a job.
What do you think of Kofi in the Money in the Bank.
Like I said, they love Kofi.
Could he get it? Could he get it?
The way they're pushing New Day.
Yeah, it's almost like they're gonna screw people to get it, and they'll be fighting over who's gonna cash.
Yeah, and he seems like he's been in every one of them.
They love Kofi in there.
Yeah.
By the way, I think I got the participants wrote down in this. Almost all of. Did you see the other two that qualified on SmackDown? I didn't look at the spoiler yet.
Oh, I haven't checked it out yet either.
But they did have Neville, Ziggler, Sheamus, Kofi, Orton, and Reigns in there already. So I did not look at the spoiler to see who the other two were. I was going to, but I didn't look. So I mean,
it's a tough pick, I think, for that kind of. I mean, with the short amount of time until Money in the Bank.
Yeah, one more week and then we got the pay-per-view, right?
Right.
Next week's going to be the prediction show already, so it's good for the show.
Hard to, predict something for that.
I do like not having those pointless Raws to talk about.
But, it could be somebody surprising like Kofi, like you said.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, well, moving on from that, we had Dolph Ziggler with Lana versus Kofi Kingston with the New Day. Ziggler rolled up Kofi, New Day attacked. Primetime Players came out and made the save, causing New Day to back out of the ring. And then they came back from the break, and it was the Primetime Players and Ziggler against the New Day. Titus O'Neil ended up pinning Woods after a pump handle slam. The rumor is Primetime Players versus New Day at Money in the Bank for the titles.
Right. Like I said, I just don't think Titus is that great in the ring, but he is good on the stick.
Yeah, Titus is not very good in the ring. Like we said, he looked bad in that match, and you mentioned the botches, too, to me. So
sloppy, kind of.
Yeah.
But
possibly a good tag match, though, there.
Yeah, Darren Young, he's actually pretty good in the ring.
Darren Young actually can go pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
And he's got a better look. Now you don't look like a Black John Cena anymore.
No, not at all. Okay, going on from that, we have Reigns and Henry. Reigns won via countout. Henry attacked him post-match and hit him with the world's strongest slam and a big splash, and left him hurting, laying. Backstage, Triple H and Steph said Reigns should keep his vest on and lace it up tight. And follow the buzzards. I laughed at that part, actually, so.
I thought it was funny.
I did too, man.
Even the Henry thing was funny when Triple H walked off. He said that somebody's going to get their wig split.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that was funny. Somebody's gonna get their wig split.
I started chuckling.
I did like that. Lace it up tight.
Yeah,
keep the vest on and lace it up tight and follow the buzzards. That shit was funny, dude. But anyway, he laced it up tight, man. They made Reigns look like he was dying in that, too.
I don't know what happened to his eye in that match, too.
I don't know. I never noticed anything like that.
Because he kept rubbing his eye, and then he was dumping the water in his eye.
Oh, I see. He must have got poked in the eye or something.
And that's when Henry drilled him from behind.
Could have been a selling, like just a,
Yeah, that's what
a way for him to attack him from behind.
Right.
Anyway, Paige versus Nikki for the Divas title. Nikki retained via the twin magic and the roll-up, man.
Yep.
They used the old twin magic trick again.
Yep.
The rumor is Paige and Nikki for the Divas title at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go with this run to beat AJ's. They're gonna keep it on Nikki, but
it's hard telling what they'll do.
Yeah, because I see them wanting to put it on Paige, but yeah, I don't know. It decides if they want to go ahead, and I don't think they should do that. Try to beat AJ's. To be honest, I think Paige needs to win it.
Right. So, I really got nothing to say. I think Paige needs the belt, though. But they might try to have Nikki beat the Reign. I don't know. Yeah. It seems ridiculous beating Paige, though.
Yeah. If she beats Paige at pay-per-view, I'm probably guaranteed they're going after the beat AJ's title run.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Next, we had Reigns and Wyatt announced as the main event. So, after that, it was the return of Randy Orton. First time since Payback, I think.
Yeah.
He took on Sheamus. The old Celtic Vipers going one-on-one. Sheamus got the DQ, hit Orton with a chair, And then he ended up brogue kicking Orton and leaving Orton laying and was forced to leave the area. So it looks like Orton and Sheamus going to have a little feud here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Looks like maybe a one-on-one at Money in the Bank, possibly. No, Orton's in the Money in the Bank match, and so is Sheamus, so it looks like a feud going into the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they'd probably eliminate each other somehow from the match.
Yeah, so I can see this feud playing out after Money in the Bank, maybe.
It'd be a good feud. I mean, they match up well, too.
Yeah, both hard hitters, too.
Yep, exactly.
I like seeing Orton back, but it just didn't seem like it meant anything. They didn't hype it up or nothing. Just
he didn't get the pop that he was getting there for a while, really.
No, they didn't really seem to care, and they didn't even hype up his return. I think most people were, like, shocked to see him. Like,
yeah, it's just like he just got thrown in there all of a sudden.
Same with Big Show. They didn't hype him up either. They just, both of them, but it was him, Mark Henry, and Big Show all back in 2 nights. Yeah. So we're going to that live event, so it's good to see all these guys coming back right before then. And especially Jericho starting that tour date then, so that's cool.
Sweet.
Looks like we might see Owens too.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so not much more to say on that. Then we had the backstage interview with Rusev, who said he has nothing now. No title, no woman. He's a broken man. He has a broken ankle, a broken spirit, and he's the one crushed this time. But he knows what he wants and desires, and he will get what he wants when he gets back. So is he like trying to pull the sympathetic heel, or what's going on there?
I don't know.
It was like almost a face heelish promo. Like, I don't know what to really
Right,
think.
it started out kind of face and then kind of went back hill. So I'm not sure. I mean,
it was confusing.
Yeah, it was kind of confusing, but I thought he got a pretty good promo though.
Yeah, he did. And they need to keep Rusev on TV even though he has that ankle broken. Don't let him disappear. Maybe every couple weeks have an update with him backstage.
Right.
I thought that was a good move, not taking him off TV completely. I hope they don't, because it's only going to probably be 4 to 6 weeks, maybe, or 8.
Hopefully, yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't know what the recovery time is for the broken ankle or whatever that he has. I don't know what the actual extent of the injury is. I haven't really looked at the updates or anything, but I'm thinking maybe 6 to 8 weeks at the most.
Yeah, I think it was a foot fracture, so it shouldn't be bad. At least it wasn't like a high ankle sprain.
And on the note, it looks like Rusev needs some boots.
Yeah.
We always said he was going to end up hurting his ankle or something. I think I mentioned that before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Out there barefoot with his weight, man. I mean, it might look cool to the WWE, but I think he needs some boots.
Yeah, they may put some on him.
I was just wanting to mention that, so.
Even just some actual amateur wrestling boots or something like that.
Right, exactly. Maybe change up the look.
Yeah.
Even if they have to put tights on him or something, I don't know.
Some kickboxing pads on his foot.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't hurt because that would help the ankle for sure with some support. Moving on from that, we had Bo Dallas come out and says he tried to help Neville, but now he just wants to hurt him. I thought that was great from Dallas. Anyway, Neville won with the red arrow again. It was like, I don't think they should have had him win again. Like, they should have had Bo get a victory somehow.
Yeah, it almost seemed like it was just the same exact match.
Because he's doing great right now, Bo is, in my opinion. I think he's found his character. I love that mean streak I'm seeing out of him, but I didn't like him losing to Neville here.
No, and like I said, it seemed like it was just the same match.
Yeah, I mean, just had him come right back and do it again.
Right.
After that, they announced the deadline to apply for the Tough Enough contest is Friday, so get your Tough Enough contest videos in there by Friday.
Yep, man.
You got to get yours in there, Jeff.
Yeah.
And then we went on to the main event, man. Got there quick. Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. Authority stood on ramp watching the match, and then they came down to ringside. Wyatt ran in to Wyatt ran in to Rollins on the apron, and then Reigns hit a spear off of it. The Authority tried to attack, but Ambrose came out through the crowd and stood on the table with the belt. Ambrose hit the ring and helped clear the ring and hit a Dirty Deeds on Rollins. I think Reigns got the spear and the pin on there after the...
Yeah.
I failed to mention the pin there, but all that went down. Ended up hitting the Dirty Deeds. Triple H and Steph came out on the ramp. They were not with the Authority at the time either. I think it was J&J and Kane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then Steph and Triple H came out there and stared down Reigns and Ambrose as they left through the crowd. I thought that was a cool ending. Like, we're just leaving through the crowd.
It was, and like I say, Ambrose, man, he just looks good with that belt.
Yeah, he does. And Ambrose, when he came out through the crowd and stood on that table, man, what a reaction.
Yeah. Remind me of the old days.
Right. So overall, I'm saying not the greatest Raw of all time, but it was pretty damn good for what they've been doing lately.
Yeah, and like I said, they don't have much time for Money in the Bank, so they had to get a lot of stuff in.
A lot less talking and more action, though, obviously.
Right.
So
They need to tell the story in the ring.
right. I'm digging the shorter Raw there. So the shorter notes on Raw. So
Yeah.
that was Raw, man. That was the end. So overall, I mean, what do you think?
Overall, I thought it was, much better than some of the past ones.
It was a strong Raw.
Yeah, especially
Because they cut the talking down.
A lot less of the authority out in the ring talking.
Yeah, they cut the talking down and they got more action in there, it seemed like.
Right.
And then the Owens Cena thing was cool. Like when they did talk, it meant something.
Right.
More like NXT style.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they keep it like that too, and we'll notice the difference. I mean, we noticed this time, so if they keep doing that, we'll notice.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to too, like all the talents getting up to to the level they need to be at, and they can have them all on there, and everybody means something.
Yeah, I thought everybody on this Raw kind of meant something. There was no real like jobber moments.
No, exactly.
Other than the Bo Dallas Neville, I didn't like, but. And the women still not being booked very strong, so.
No, they need to call a couple Charlotte up or something.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Well, let's get on to the news and notes and then close this one out, man.
All right.
So we had the Austin Heyman podcast. I thought it was interesting. It was really good. I think everybody should try to check it out. The only note I really wanted to make on it is at the end there, it seemed like they're trying to set up some kind of Brock and Austin feud for WrestleMania 32. Could it be a possibility? I haven't really read anything since then. Have you?
I didn't. They just kind of posted that, how Stone Cold went into promo mode there at the end.
Yeah, like I would be surprised to see him get
They're,
back.
like planting the seeds, so of a possible, that's a good possibility.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just planting a seed in case something does go down, because Austin has said, if it meant something and it was good, he would do it. I don't know. I'm not going to say 100% that he's going to come back, but I would love to see it.
And he's good friends with Brock.
Right.
Like I said, he'll be in Texas.
He wanted to do some hunting with Brock, and then by the end he wants to fight him. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
He did talk about a lot of interesting stuff, man.
Yeah.
I thought.
I always like how he, tells stories about them on the road. And
the old Dangerous Alliance.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about the Dangerous Alliance now.
Oh, yeah. The road stories are great. I love hearing that.
Yeah, they are. I do, too. So, good podcast overall. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out on the network. I have a lot of ROH news, man. ROH actually coming to Destination America starting today. They were on the night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And they will air weekly until at least the last of the year. And as you know, Destination America, the same network that airs TNA.
Oh, yeah.
I hear TNA stars were not informed of the ROH acquisition. MVP actually posted some negative comments. Dixie Carter, though, and the TNA officials actually welcomed them to Destination America. And in my opinion, they should work with ROH. I mean, they really need to do that.
Yeah, and I did read that. What night was TNA?
Yeah, TNA's going to be right after them because they're moving to Wednesdays or whatever.
It's moving to Wednesday. That's what I read. Yeah, so.
Yeah, definitely could see
They need to do something,
They should merge themselves together or something.
They need to. It would actually be a pretty good show, I think.
Right. I'm not too thrilled of them coming to Destination America though, because nobody has it.
No, and I think if they would merge and the show would get good, I think maybe Spike could possibly pick them back up, or another decent network that
somebody besides Destination America.
Yeah, something that most people get so they can see it.
Did you hear that they are releasing action figures? ROH. They're going to release an action figure line with Figures Toy Company. I'm a big action figure fan, so I had to say that. I think they're going to have like 4 figures. Jay and Mark Briscoe or somebody's in there. Lethal's in there, I think. I don't know. I can't remember all the figures. But I'm interested to see ROH has an action figure deal. and getting on Destination America at the same time. Like we said, they have a good possibility of being a second brand there, man. If
they're coming out with the action figures and stuff, that's kind of promising. I mean, it sounds like they're on the way up.
Yeah. Sinclair Broadcasting owns them. I don't know if Destination America just acquired the rights to air them, and I don't know. I haven't really looked at all the details, but they are on Destination America now, so that's what we can report. Former ROH TV champion Tommaso Ciampa. Have you heard of him? Tommaso Ciampa?
I have not.
He is going to be at the WWE tryouts next week in Orlando. Tommaso Ciampa. It's
he's one of the two new recruits at ROH now.
I don't know. I know he was going to be at the WWE tryouts, so I don't know.
I didn't read who they were. I just seen that he was supposed to announce 2 new recruits. So
okay, well, we'll have to keep everybody updated on if Tommaso gets in there. He's a highly regarded talent in ROH. He's held the TV title. That's who I'm pretty sure Jay Lethal took the TV title from him. Check him out, man. Tommaso Ciampa. He's a good worker.
I'll have to check out some of those matches.
Right on. Other stuff that I have here, TNA re-signed the Wolves, Richards and Edwards, and they re-signed Bram. So they're actually re-signing guys, so that's a good sign, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether these guys are just going down with the ship or if it's actually, gonna, help and...
They're not going to sign for no money, that's for sure.
Right. So, I mean, they're obviously getting paid, or they wouldn't be.
Right.
Well, I would think they're getting paid.
And remember we announced that Scott Hall didn't get didn't get pulled for being drunk? Well, now they're reporting that they did cut ties with Hall for being drunk at that festival in New Jersey.
I read that.
Yeah, so I guess, that's 3 weeks in a row now we've changed the story. Take it for what it's worth. I don't know what went on there, but he is not on the GFW roster. And it looks like being drunk may have been the reason now, so I have to re-announce that.
I'm sure we'll hear more on that, what the real story is.
Right.
If it speaks out or something.
Hey, did you see that Ronda Rousey's probably not too happy? NXT, WWE.com ran a feature with the 4 horsewomen of NXT. Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Bayley.
Wow.
Use the 4 horsewomen of NXT.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe it ruffled some feathers with Ronda.
I guess. I don't know.
Because Ronda said she'd love to see the 4 horsewomen of...
Unless maybe they're going to bring them in.
Well, Ronda had said in an interview that she wanted to see the 4 horsewomen come into WWE.
And, I don't know. I need to check up on them and see if they've been doing some wrestling and some indie shows or what they, what their backgrounds are, really.
I don't know. It just sounded like a shot fired there. Finn Balor replaced Sami Zayn on the WWE Australian tour because Zayn's out with the injury. Rollins said in a Q&A at World Comic Con in St. Louis that he pretty much confirmed that the curb stomp is done and he will be using the pedigree from here on out. So I think the WWE does not want the curb stomp used. NXT was talking about having the Divas headline an NXT TakeOver special.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I think after Becky Lynch and Sasha have that match, they'd probably damn, main event these guys.
Did you see that Joe reportedly signed a full-time WWE contract? Reason being is he impressed everyone at the NXT tapings, and the sales of his t-shirt were so excellent that Triple H pushed for him to be signed to a full-time deal. He'll fulfill all of his indie dates scheduled and then head to NXT full-time before coming to the main roster. So Joe now has an official deal.
Well, they said they are still working on some of the details, though. But
it was reported to sign one. So
right, they said they were just working on a few things, but he's pretty much locked in.
That's sweet. So I see him coming to the main roster soon, if that's the case.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Hogan spoke on ESPN about possibly wrestling at Mania 32, and he wanted to break the attendance record?
Oh no.
Yeah, he's saying he's gonna come back, brother.
He's been talking.
You know what? I'm gonna be in WrestleMania 32, brother.
He was talking about being in WrestleMania 31.
Oh, jeez, man. I don't even he'll have to have a walker coming down there.
He's still training to be champ.
He's gonna come. Yeah.
Down the run.
He'll come down to the ring on a Segway. That's the only way it's gonna happen. No, I don't know, man. Hogan, I'm working hard, brother. I'm really working hard, brother. Hulk Hogan is going to run wild at WrestleMania 32, brother.
Back's feeling great.
The back's feeling great, brother.
Until he takes a bump.
Till I took that bump, brother. Okay, anyway. 80s tag legend, Fantastic Tommy Rogers passed away at 54, reportedly a suicide. He is definitely worthy of a 10-second moment of silence. One half of the tag team of the Fantastics. Did you read about this?
No, I did not.
54 years old, so probably a 10-second moment of silence would do good for him, so here we go. Okay, so we hate to see anybody pass away in the wrestling world, and I'm always going to dedicate the episode to anybody I see that passed away. So rest in peace, Fantastic Tommy Rogers. Look him up. He's a well-known tag team legend, the Fantastics. I'm pretty sure it was Steve Kern, a.k.a. Skinner, was his tag team partner. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, bad 54.
Yeah, especially reportedly a suicide. I don't know the full details on it, but rest in peace, Tommy Rogers. Had to get that in there. We'll be dedicating the show to him. WWE reportedly major plans for Balor on the main roster. Unknown and it's unknown when though, so I figured that.
Yeah.
Sheamus landed a role for Rocksteady in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, due out June 2016. In the Michael Bay directed TMNT2. He gets to be Rocksteady. There are going to be shots in the movie before he turns into Rocksteady. You know what I'm talking about, right? Bebop and Rocksteady. Before he turns into, there will be shots of him as a regular man, so Sheamus will be in the movie.
Wow.
So that's good for Sheamus. Did you see that WWE signed Stevie Ray to a Legends deal?
Yep.
Old Booker T's brother, Stevie Ray.
Heard Booker T announce that.
Right.
Having there.
I'm glad to see it.
So he's good on. I can see him come out do some commentating.
And I see Harlem Heat getting in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. I'd like to see Stevie Ray in some kind of capacity be on there with Booker.
You're
right.
He's a pretty good commentator, actually, I think.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
A brother commentating team would be neat.
Yeah.
Lesnar advertised for June 22nd Raw to return. So this month he will be coming back. He's also on the July 6th Raw. He's advertised for Battleground in St. Louis July 19th. And also he's going to be at the July 4th, I'm pretty sure it's the 4th, event in Tokyo that they're going to have. And that is sold out, man.
Wow.
So he's making a trip to Japan for the WWE.
Damn.
And it's the first time he's competed there in Tokyo since he dropped the NJPW title to Kurt Angle.
Wow.
So it's been a long time since Brock. They love him over there, probably like a real-life Godzilla.
Definitely. Man, he's going to be in St. Louis for Battleground, right? Or we may have to try.
We're going to have to try to maybe get over there. Maybe they'll give away some tickets. You never know.
Yeah.
They're going to have to try to call in.
I'd love to go.
I would love to go too. The ticket prices are probably outrageous though, like they were last time. So at least we got the network.
See what we can do.
Yep, I'm just glad we're going next Friday. But here's the last note that I have, man, and then we can wrap it up. WWE is wanting to sign AJ Styles reportedly because they plan on having 3 brands touring by next year, and they want to load up talent. AJ Styles, at one time who was not wanted by WWE reportedly, is now reportedly being looked at by the WWE to be signed. So, what do you think about AJ?
Oh, I think he definitely needs to be there.
He definitely...
He should have been there a while ago.
Oh, way long ago. He definitely deserves to be there, and I definitely want to see it. NXT keep signing all these top guys. We said that last week. I think they need to load up on guys.
Yeah.
And especially if they're going to have a touring brand.
I think we should try to get Matt Sydal back, really.
Yeah, I'd love to see Evan Bourne back in there, too. He would fit in NXT so good. How about getting RV?
That's some hell of
I was thinking Rob Van Dam for an NXT run.
Yeah.
I mean, he could really have some good matches with some of these guys.
Yeah, he could.
Yep.
He'd fit perfect down there in NXT to get his gimmick and everything.
Yep. So do you have any more notes?
I do have a few here.
Go ahead, because I'm all out.
All right. On the latest edition of Steve Austin's show, talking to Sam Roberts, and he says that Reigns needs to be turned heel before he's going to be able to make a good baby face. But he thinks Vince is going to keep pushing him baby face and either babyface or not at all.
Oh, you think they're never going to push him heel?
That's what Stone Cold thinks.
All right, he thinks they're never going to push him heel?
Yeah, he thinks Vince don't want to push him heel. He's just going to push him face or not push him at all.
Well, he definitely has to go heel to become a better face, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I agree.
So Stone Cold's on the money there again.
Yep.
And Goldberg.
Oh, Goldberg.
Hinting. He actually said he had a meeting with Triple H.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that interview, he really said he didn't think they wanted him, but then I seen in another interview, he did one with Rolling Stone and then one with, maybe it was ESPN or something, but on the other one, he said that he talked about Brock Lesnar and how he said he's a genius.
Right.
Wrestling.
Uh-huh.
And he said that he wanted to wrestle one more match, and he said there's one huge event at one big stadium in this country coming up, and he said he wouldn't mind wrestling again. He wants to wrestle Brock, but he did say that, it sounded like he was hinting at WrestleMania.
That'd be great to see.
Yeah, have Goldberg on the card.
Right. If they can get him if they can get him at WrestleMania against somebody, that'd be great.
Like said, like they're wanting to sell it out. Have Goldberg on there, Austin on there, Taker's last match possibly.
I want to see him and Ryback still, so let's see it.
Yeah, I mean,
this would be a perfect time to build Ryback up with the IC title.
Yeah, and they said maybe Sting possibly a last match, so they said, they're wanting to break that attendance record.
Yeah, Mania 32 shaping up to be good, in
Yeah.
my opinion. And it looks like Stone Cold Lesnar's trying to plant a seed.
Yeah, so there could be a lot of surprises.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to next WrestleMania for sure, but that's a long way away, so we'll keep everybody updated on what's going on from here on out.
Yeah.
Next week will be our 30th episode, so everybody tune in next week. I'm going to sign off for episode 29. It's been awesome. Jeff, I thank you for calling in like always. I want to thank Cdub from Chronochord Media, and make sure you go check him out and go back and listen to all the links he gave and the sites that you can check him out at, and make sure you support him. There will be a link underneath his YouTube channel. So everybody comment, rate, subscribe us on YouTube, like us on Facebook if you find us there, and just thanks for all the support. I know we have had a couple more likes and subscribers lately, so I thank everybody who's been tuning in and showing us the support by liking or subbing. And I'm going to say peace out till next week, and thanks for listening, guys. Jeff, peace out, man.
Yep, thanks. It was great being on Cdub you again.
Yep.
And thanks to all the people listening. Keep, the likes, the we want comments is what we want.
Yeah, I do want to get a lot of comments. I've been stressing that every week, and it seems like nobody comments. I don't care if they're negative, man. Get them on here.
Right, just give us something.
We don't care. So thanks, everybody, for listening, as I said.
Left. I got a new chant here.
Uh-oh.
Brawl for all rocks. For all rocks.
We might not get over with that one.
But
we need to get over. We need to get over like New Day. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I'm saying peace out.
Yep. Till next week, guys. Thanks for listening. Peace out.